What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of You Guessed It, Joel Davis Media Network. This is your host, Joel Davis. If it's your first time tuning into the broadcast, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell up top. Please like and share. Please like and share. If you want to support the channel, go down to the description links below. There are all kind of options that you can choose from. Now, today's broadcast is being brought to you by Noble Gold. That's right, Noble Gold. Everybody know right now the economy is like a seesaw. We don't know what's going on when it comes to especially this thing called inflation, but have no fear. Noble Gold is here. They have specialists that can tell you what type of gold to invest in precious metals and get you in the right path. So what are you waiting for? Go to my link down below. Get you a very nice discount with them for the first time investing in their product. All right, enough with that being said. Let's jump into today's story. Um, Guys, last night I was doing a stream and it came across that the Supreme Court had overturned possibly a draft, saying that they overturned uh Roe versus Wade. Now, this was a very landmark case back in the 60s because at the time, it was about a person having the choice to abort their child if that they were carrying, especially if it was life threatening and they could actually die from having it. So this was a very extreme uh, type of case. Well, now as we proceed on to today's market, to today's world, it looks like now that there's a draft that was leaked that is saying that our SCOTUS, aka Supreme Court of the U.S., may be overturning Roe versus Wade. Let's read here about this leak. And then after that, I'm going to give you my analysis of what I think is possibly going to happen from here. Let's jump into this. Supreme Court is set to overturn Roe versus Wade. Leaked draft opinion shows the report. Until official opinion is signed, Roe versus Wade remains. The Supreme Court is posed to strike down Roe versus Wade, according to an unprecedented leak of a draft opinion written by Justice Samuel Alito. The draft leak obtained by Politico was written in early February. It was not immediately clear if it has been rewritten or revised. The court has declined to verify or disavow the document. Analysis have suggested the leak may represent an attempt to pressure a Supreme Court justice to change his or her vote on the pivotal case. Until an official opinion is signed and released, the court Roe versus Wade remains the law of the land. Drafts circulate and change as do votes. Should Roe versus Wade be overturned, abortion should be left for the state to decide. We hold that Roe and Casey must be overruled. Justice Samuel Alito writes in the document labeled the opinion of the court for the case Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization. It is time to heed the Constitution and return the issue of abortion to the people's elected representatives. Alito notes that at the time the court decided, Roe 30 states has active bans on abortion throughout pregnancy. He notes that Americans hold sharply conflicting views on the subject. Some believe fervently that a human person comes into being at conception and that abortion ends an innocent life. Others feel just as strongly that any regulation of abortion invades a woman's right to control her own body. and prevents women from achieving full equality. Still, others in a third group think that abortion should be allowed under some but not all circumstances. And those, uh, give me for 1 second here. I lost my train of thought. Hold on, hold on. All right. All right. So anyway, others feel it strongly that any regulation of abortion invades a woman's right to control her own body and prevents women from achieving full equality. Still, others in the third group think that abortion should be allowed under some but not all circumstances. And those within the group hold a variety of views about the particular restrictions that should be imposed. Fox News has reached out to the White House for comment. Disclosing a draft opinion in a Supreme Court case is extremely rare occurrences. Jonathan Turley, Harvard Law professor emeritus, appeared on Fox News Hannity Monday evening to discuss the report, saying he could not think of a historical presidency. Politico reported that 5 of the original votes to overturn Roe remains unchanged as of this week, but it did not report that they have all said they would join the Alito opinion. SCOTUS blog suggests that the leak may aim to pressure a justice to switch his or her vote. At least one is apparently uncommitted, hence the leak. The Supreme Court analysis website tweeted. Those interested in who leaked the draft should wonder why Alex Ward, a national security reporter, shares the byline SCOTUS blog added. The leaker would insist that their identity be incredibly tightly held. Politico would not assign someone who didn't have to be on the story. Rear Clear Investigations senior writer Mark Hemingway suggests that someone leaked the draft opinion as part of a public pressure campaign to reverse the decision. Leaking a draft opinion is a scumbag move designed to create public pressure against the court before the decision is finalized. Hemingway tweeted CNN's Mike Valerio claimed that Chief Justice John Roberts, a justice known for upholding precedents from whom former President George W. Bush appointed, does not want to overturn Roe. Robert does not want to completely overturn Roe versus Wade, meaning he apparently would be dissenting from Alito's draft opinion. Like W, the court's 3 liberals, sources tell CNN, Valerio tweeted. Roberts is willing, however, to uphold the MS law banning abortion at 15 weeks, CNN learned. Wow. Apparently, anticipating a similar move from the court, states with Democratic legislators have passed laws codifying abortion in case Roe gets overturned. Governor Jared Polis, uh, Democrat of Colorado, signed a law creating a fundamental right to abortion and denying any right for the unborn. In 2019, Governor Andrew Cuomo, the governor of New York at the time, who's a Democrat, signed a law codifying abortion rights and explicitly removing protections from unborn infants. The Connecticut legislature has passed a bill aimed at combating abortion restrictions in other states. Meanwhile, states with the Republican legislatures have passed laws restricting abortion, with Texas and Idaho passing laws allowing private citizens to file civil suits against individuals who aid or abet abortions after a fetal heartbeat is detected around 6 weeks of pregnancy. While many polls suggest Americans support Roe, in depth polling reveals a more complicated picture. When asked about their opinion on abortion during specific periods of pregnancies and other situations, 71% of Americans say they support restricting abortion to the first 3 months of pregnancy or in other limited and circumstances such as rape and incest, 28%, to save the life of the mother, which is 9%, or not at all, which is 12%. Only 17% of Americans said abortion should be available during an entire pregnancy, and 12% said it should be restricted to the first 6 months. So, again, 71% support restricting the abortion. Okay. And out of that, 28% agree that if it's an incest situation or it was a violation, that the 28% agree on that. Now, the other one's about to save the mother's life is 9%, because a lot of people think that most people should sacrifice their life for their child. All right, so let me give you my opinion about this, and we're going to wrap this all up, guys. First and foremost, when it comes to abortion, my stance is with abortion, I've always said this on this channel, and it's be like that to the end of time. Unless the mother of your child, the woman herself, is going to lose her life, I feel then she should have that option to go through with it or abort that child, because again, that's a lot to intake, because nobody wants to lose the love of their life, and I know everybody wants a child, but that is to me, I feel like that's a decision that any woman should have the right to make on that accord. But if you got violated and it wasn't your fault, I don't support that. That's just one of those situations where you got to do what you got to do, and put your big girl or big man pants on, or whatever you want to call it, and raise and take care of that child. Because again, that child should not be held for something that they weren't responsible in doing. You can defeat that by giving that child the love it deserves, and you should. Because once you see that child come in this world and it's a part of you, all that happened for it to come in here shouldn't even matter. You should be focused on making that child feel nothing but love and appreciation. Now, if you can't do that, then you need to get the child adopted out. Send it up for adoption. And don't give me that, well, that ain't the same. Yes, it is the same. It's better than taking a life. Because if you give the child up for adoption, then you can give it to someone that will love it. You don't have to never try to be found. You can make it very clear you don't want to be found. People do it every day. What makes me mad about the abortion situation is that you got a lot of these women out here that says it's my choice, that have aborted their child over and over again, polluted their womb to the point that they will never be able to have children when they're ready to say they want to have it. Think about that. There's a lot of women that do it. There's one woman that on TikTok said she could get an abortion 100 times. Think about that. Someone basically telling you that they cool with having their wound ripped and messed up and tampered with 100 times because they can't keep their legs closed. Now, the leak, I feel like that leak was a political move. It was someone who was not happy with what was going on with the decision that on Justice Alito put out there. And I wouldn't be surprised that the other justices were going towards that way. Let the states decide. Let the states decide how they want to control this narrative. Me personally, I ain't got no problem with that. I'm cool with that. I think it should be a state decision. If you don't like what your state has passed, then I guess go to another state that don't have it. Then you get all the abortions you want. That's where I'm at with this, because it's dumb. Or why don't we just practice abstinence? Let's talk about that. Marry before you carry. or take on responsibility when you bringing this child in this world and quit being a pansy. But now we got SJWs even the uh in the political arena, into the justice system now, to the point of the matter now that we cannot get due process. Now the whole world has seen how vindictive people are, the radical left, to try to prove their point. So whoever leaked this, if it's a lawyer or whoever that in the courts that's leaked this draft, I hope they strip everything from you. Your law license, everything. I hope when they get through with you, you can't even be able to work at a pie factory, because this is disturbing. This is betraying the trust of not only the justices in the highest court of the land, this is betraying the due process of the American people. We have a process for a reason. If you'll do that, that's might as well say you will do treason. Yeah, I said it. If you do something like this, you would do treason against your own country. And that's facts. But anyway, y'all jump in the comment section. Tell me what y'all think. Please like, share, subscribe. That's all I got for y'all on this episode. I'm out.